for
But
sure.
anyway, you had mentioned that you have Hashimoto's disease. I wanted to comment on that real quick. Inside the United States, the number one cause of hypothyroidism or low thyroid disease is Hashimoto's.
Yeah.
It affects 90% of everybody that has this problem. That's not everybody, but it's about 9 out of 10 people. If you figure there's probably about 30, 40 million Americans that have hypothyroidism, 90% of them are dealing with Hashimoto's disease. It's very easy to diagnose, but it remains misdiagnosed or undiagnosed by the medical doctors because you can't tell if a person has this problem just by doing a
Nope.
TSH test. You have to do specific antibody panels. And outside of the United States, the number one cause of hypothyroidism is iodine deficiency. We don't have that problem in the United States. Why? Because we put salt on everything and it's iodized salt. So we don't have that problem, but it's an autoimmune disease, and, it's very, very easy to detect, and it can be treated. I cannot cure it. Nobody can cure an autoimmune disease. Once you
Yes.
have it for the rest of your life. Anybody that says that they can cure an autoimmune disease is lying to you. Now, when it comes to autoimmune problems, um you can't flip a switch and turn it off like you can a light switch, but you can dim it down like you do with a chandelier, and you can put it into remission.
Yes.
And that's the best hope that people can have is to put it completely into remission so it's no longer causing mischief and no longer symptomatic. And that's the best thing that you can hope to do. And some of the things that cause this issue is problems absorbing food in your gut caused by leaky gut syndrome that causes problems spinning up your immune system. And one of the problems with there is that it's caused primarily because the food industry
Yeah.
monkeys around with foods and
Yep.
they increase the amount of gluten in breads and pastas and all kinds of grain products, and that tears up your gut.
Yep.
They used to think that only people that had celiac disease were affected by this. I don't have celiac disease. I have what's called non-celiac gluten sensitivity, which means that even though I don't have celiac problems, I get very sick if I consume a lot of gluten.
Yes.
It's very,
Yeah.
very common.
Yeah, and in my case, if I eat gluten, it's gonna trigger an autoimmune response eventually, because it's isn't gluten a thyroid mimicker? So if you take in gluten, somebody with Hashimoto's like me takes that in, the little soldiers, little antibodies are gonna come out and attack the gluten and then go attack the thyroid again because they look so similar. That's what I've been told by practitioners that I've worked with. And so that's reason
Yeah.
one reason why I avoid gluten completely.